To really build a skyrocketing confidence, you need to build these three things. What's up everyone, this is Vishak here and I'm the founder of Powerdynamics. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about three important things that you must do to build a high self-confidence. So before I give you the three important aspects as to how you can build the self-confidence, right? I want to really talk about what exactly the confidence is. So to define and to redefine the confidence, it's very simple. Understand this. Confidence is nothing but trust. Okay? So if I say that I have confidence in you, that means I have a belief, I have faith in you that you will do this. Are you getting it? So that's confidence. So if we have to talk about self-confidence, what is it? It's nothing but the self-belief that you have in yourself. So self-confidence plays a very huge role in terms of career success, in terms of relationship, etc., etc. So why is self-confidence lacking in most men? Well, that's a different argument altogether. I'll save it for another day. See, the thing is, what exactly are you trying to build your confidence in? I'm not asking why do you want the self-confidence. I'm asking where do you want to build your confidence? Let me just give you an example. If you ask me, can I fly a plane? The answer is obviously no. Can I build a confidence in it? 100%. If I start training today and if I build the expertise enough, if I put in the work and I build the enough expertise, then one day I will have the confidence to fly a plane. Once I have mastered that particular field, now can you ask me, like, do I have expertise? Like, do I have the confidence to go for a war? Or can I build an artificial intelligence machine? You see what I'm trying to say, right? So it's not really about the confidence as a whole. Not everyone can have confidence in everything. Okay? So you need to understand what exactly you want to build your confidence in. Now that's the first step. Okay? So you need something in yourself, a rare skill that you can build your confidence in. And if you see some people, right, they are natural at moving things, but they are if you put that particular person somewhere else, they will be like wobbling, right? There are some people who are really smooth and natural at their work, but when it comes to women, they cannot initiate a conversation. They can't really talk with confidence. But there are some people, some men who are really smooth and fine with women. The way they talk is like very natural. But at the same time, if you put them into something else, they will shatter. They will break. Okay? So when you have enough capabilities on certain fields, on elements, then you eventually build that confidence. Okay? Because you believe in your abilities, that you're capable of doing these things, and because of that, I have the confidence. That's how your perspective will start changing. So it is all about pick up a subject matter and you need to become the master at it. You need to put in a certain amount of time and then you become a master. Once you become the expertise on that particular subject matter, you will naturally build that self-confidence. So now let's get down to the three important steps as to how you can build your self-confidence. The first one is you need to double down. Okay, now look at this way. First, before even you could go for the double down, right? What you need to understand is you need to draw a straight line and put your strength and put your weakness in that piece of paper. When you do this, you have a complete list on what you're good at and what you're bad at. Okay? Now you have two choices. One is to double down on your strength. When I say double down in your strength, you have to put all in. You have to go all in that particular thing. Okay? It's nothing but the skill set that you can do that. Or you can work on your weakness. That means you are having a balanced out. So I'll tell you what, 3 years ago, before I started my entrepreneur journey, what exactly happened was when my mentors, like pretty much I have like a lot of mentors in my business in separate fields and sections. So some were talking about copywriting, some were talking about the font, some were talking about the color psychology, some were talking about marketing, some were talking about the video, some were talking about the writing, some were talking about funnels. You see what I'm saying, right? That was like a whole lot of thing for me to, do it. And in this case, I really cannot only, so what was I good at? What was I good at? My strength was fitness, and my strength was, the working out, the nutrition, and that's pretty much it. Now, the challenge is for me, so if I'm going to double down on my strength, what about the other things? I still need to manage these ones, but there are certain elements that you really need. It is an essential component in this competitive environment, in this competitive world. Okay, things like communication, things like body language, things like your wardrobe, your attire, and things like that. Okay, and the grooming. and all of these, because you're literally facing with a lot of people. You are competing with the world economy. So you need to, for you to have a basic level of confidence, you need to have these things along with your skills. So what I did back in the days, meaning just about 3 years ago, what I did was I knew about the physical activity, I knew about the nutrition, about weight gain, weight loss, all of that stuff. So what I did was I had all of my weakness, and I had all of my strength, and I had all of my weakness. Now, what I need to do is, double down on my strength, also work on my weakness. It is a pretty hard work, but over 3 years, I put in my entire effort to not only refine my knowledge on the workout and the nutrition, but also in all of the elements that I mentioned, because I need to run my business as well, right? I need to have these skill sets. So as a whole, my confidence level eventually improved by working on both. Now, this is very hard for you, and I don't necessarily recommend you to do this because it could be a little overwhelming. So what I want you to do is take a concrete approach, take a concrete and strategic approach. How do you do that? First of all, I want you to really list down what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. When you have that in a piece of paper right in front of you, then you will have a clear understanding as to what is the next approach. Now, either you can work on your strength, which is good, or you can work on your weakness. Number two, what I just spoke about on the first one, building a skill set, that is exactly what I want to talk about. So you need to really pick up one skill and then you need to master that. So to be at least relevant in the marketplace, for you to have that instant ability to do anything naturally, you need to have that one thing. If you don't have any skills in you, right, eventually what happens is, like, when you're meeting people, when you're, going to meet your date or anything that could be, like, we are social beings. When we talk to people, when we are surrounded with people, and if we really do not have any substance, right, then there is a sense of insecurity that kicks in. So obviously you will have a feel that, maybe I'm not worth, I'm not the self-confidence take a big hit. So you don't want that. And for you to have that, you need to develop a skill that not majority of the people have it. Okay, see, I'll tell you what, MBA, right? MBA is one degree that pretty much everybody can get it. And eventually it lost its value because everywhere there are MBAs. So you don't need that. So you need a skill that is not very popular. That's very popular, that's very high in demand. Okay, so you need to double down on one thing. So if you're a master in coding, right, there are people calling you, you are wanted. That's how you become a high value person. Okay, you have to be a high value person. So only then their confidence will eventually come in. Okay, now that's number two. Number three, every day, do at least one thing that you fear. Do at least one thing that is very difficult. Do at least one thing that is outside of your comfort zone. Just one thing. It's not just about doing it. When you do it, you get a sense of accomplishment. You get a sense of, like, fuck, I did that. You know what I'm trying to say? That gives you a sense of accomplishment. So you need to get into that zone. For you to get into that zone, right, you need to build this muscle in your brain that you're going to take one task every day that's very difficult, and you're going to do it over and over and over again. So it could be like the same task over and over again, or different tasks that you really fear, that you're scared of doing it. I'm not asking you to jump out of the building. That's not what I'm asking you to do. Anything that is making you uncomfortable, anything that is like causing you injury or the death or anything, that's not what I'm professing. You know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So make sure you pick out one thing that you really fear and then do it. Go talk to strangers. Go build a relationship with people that you wanted to always build. When you do things like this, these things are essentially out of your comfort zone. People don't do this usually, okay? So when you do this on a regular basis, then you eventually build up your confidence. There is something that I want you to do it. So please take a good amount of notes in this. So the thing is, there are two things. It's not just about watching the video. I want you to take a lot of notes, and then I want you to implement this. I want to execute this, because only action talks. Watching me talking, I'm putting in so much of work. So first of all, I want you to give me a like or the subscribe, okay, wherever you're watching. The second thing is, after you take notes, go implement. Do this, whatever I'm telling you, do this at least for the first 90 days and you see how your life is going to change. So please, I'm here, I'm desperate in making you do things and not just watching it. Okay, this is not a content like rest of the contents. This is something that I want to give you the value. Make sure you take a lot of notes and put in the work, and you see how things will start changing. Peace, my friend.